Good morning. This is Pastor Jay with Changing a Generation Jacksonville. I am excited about starting this new video blog. I actually got the idea from my big brother, Bishop Lester Love. He has a video blog on YouTube called A Moment of Love. This particular blog here is going to be called Me Changing Me. It is a video blog basically of whenever I get an idea, whenever I want to get in front of the camera and talk about some of the things that's going on in my head, a self-improvement tool that I am using and I'm sharing with the world, and it's about me changing me. This morning when I woke up, I was able to hear the very first words actually were the words in my that I heard was, you were weighed in the balance and found wanting. You were weighed in the balance and found wanting. So I got up, I looked up the scripture because it is one of my scriptures, my favorite scriptures, and it always reminds me of a time frame in my life when I was just joining the military. We went to a process called MEPS, a military entrance process or something to that effect. But it's the process in which if you're going to join the military, you had to go through MEPS. They were going to do some medical stuff with you. They were going to look at your job opportunities through the military. And so that is called MEPS. And during that time frame, I was 19 at the time. I graduated earlier that summer, and I went to MEPS, went to the recruiters. They accepted me, did everything I needed to do, was in MEPS process. In the MEPS process, I was in the medical portion of it, and an issue came up. I had to get a waiver. I actually had to get a waiver for one of the, especially for a guy, and everybody was laughing, and I said that the waiver was this. I was weighed in at a whopping 99 pounds. Yes, I was underweight for the military. And so they had to go and get a waiver for me. A waiver is a document that someone in charge would sign to say that, oh, it's okay for him to be excused from this particular rule for whatever reason. And so they had to do that with me concerning my weight. And they put me, gave me a waiver to say that at 99 pounds, because you had to be at least 100 pounds, and I was 99 pounds. But today, I thank God for my small size. Many people are fighting their weight. I can eat whatever I want, and as much as I want, and it is very hard for me to gain weight. I digress to go back to that scripture always, that Daniel chapter 5, I think 27, always reminds me of that story, and I always wanted to speak on it. But now I want to talk about the spiritual side of being weighed and found wanting. Weighed and you don't weigh enough spiritually. How many times have God placed us on a spiritual scale and we were found wanting? We didn't weigh enough. We wasn't where we were supposed to be. And beyond that, how many times did God have to give us a waiver to continue our journey, to continue our ministry, to continue singing, preaching, intercessory praying, to being a deacon, being an usher, simply being a Christian? How many, to just wake up in the morning, how many times did God have to give us a waiver? I would attest that every day God gives us a waiver, and it's called grace and mercy. God's grace and mercy gives us a waiver because we miss the mark every day. We do things that is not like Him every day. And I thank God for His waiver. I thank God for His grace and His mercy. So today, slow down to think about you. Slow down to think about that it's only because grace and mercy that we're here today. You're not perfect. You can't expect other people to be perfect. That's how you learn to love. When we realize that I'm not perfect and I make mistakes, it's easy to forgive someone else. Yes, sometimes you may have to forgive them and keep going, but you at least have it out of your heart. This has been my conversation with you. This has been Pastor J's, me changing me. Be blessed. Love you.